Hello, welcome back to Halftime TV. Noranda Brown here, your host, and today we'll be talking a little bit about basketball. Let me switch it up a little for them. You got it right. We'll be switching up a little bit today, primarily because we've gotten to the conference semifinals in the NBA playoffs. Before I go any further, however, let me say thank you to my sponsors, Quicklink Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Quicklink Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, they have you covered. You can follow them on Instagram at Quicklink Shipping, or follow them on Facebook as well at Quicklink Shipping. The link for Quicklink Shipping will be in the description of this video below. RS Sports Store, for all your latest sporting clothing and apparel, check out RS Sports Store. I know we're at the back end of the season, but you can always get ready for next season. Chelsea, Manchester United, Liverpool, you name it, they have you covered. Manchester City, they have you covered, and they have the best deals as well. And the Reggae Boys has a number of upcoming friendlies. You can check them out as well for the Reggae Boys jersey, relatively cheap. So check out RS Sports Store. The link for RS Sports Store is in the description, and you can follow them on Instagram at RS Sports Store JA. CSA Shop, be free, be confident. Located in the heart of Mandeville. Go ahead and check out CSA Shop for all your latest clothing and apparel as well. And they ship island-wide. CSA Shop, again, be free, be confident. Follow them on Instagram. So we're here to talk about the NBA semifinal, the conference playoffs, all right? We had the 76ers up against the Heat. And remember, in the previous round, the 76ers, they eliminated the Toronto Raptors. A lot of folks in my end of the world, they were disappointed because obviously they cheer for the Toronto Raptors. But I must say the Raptors were fortunate to get that far in the first place. So seeing that they put up a fight in the end, and they won 2 games, which was commendable against the odds, really. I must say the 76ers, they deserved to progress. Now, in their game 1, they were ambushed really by the Miami Heat, and one Tyler Hero, you call him whatever you want, but he has been a fantastic basketball player since last season, and with the help of Adebayo, that's Bam Adebayo, they crucified the 76ers. James Harden didn't know where to find his shadow, and in the absence of Joel Embiid, he struggled significantly. There was a little bit of a help from Tobias Harris, but that wasn't enough, and I think the Miami Heat, they kept the game moving. They were quick, they collected all the rebounds, and they were more dominant in the game. They deserved to win, and I think they thoroughly deserved that game 1 victory. We look forward to game 2, and remember folks, this one was played in Philly, so Miami Heat, they have one up on the 76ers. All right, moving on, we had the Bucks against the Celtics. Giannis, he's been touted as the best NBA player this season. He was the MVP last season. We know the talent he has. However, he has had some problems with his shooting. Always has to drive to the rim, and I think that was one of his shortcomings last season. He's improved on that this season, and although he hasn't perfected it as yet, well, very few individuals have perfected it. Klay Thompson, one Steph Curry, the closest we've seen in recent times. But nonetheless, I must say, Giannis against Tatum, it was brewed to be one of the big ones, one of the standout games, and it in fact was very, very close one. I think the Bucks, they deserved the victory in that one. But going on to game 2, we should expect something different. I know Tatum will want to level this one, and the type of grit and energy he plays with, it will be quite interesting to see how that one plays out. Moving on, the Golden State Warriors up against Memphis Grizzlies. And Golden State Warriors, I think they have a reputation that oftentimes it basically carries them. I know they're stacked for talent with Poole and Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, who came back and he is looking more and more like his old self, and then Steph Curry. But I think Ja Morant, wow, he was on the losing team, but I must say he was the best player on the court for majority of that game against the Golden State Warriors. I think we can't speak highly enough of the talent this young man has, and the sky's the limit for him. Really, he has the potential to be one of the best player in the NBA in years to come. And if he continues to push himself, I can't see that not happening. Giannis obviously will have something to say. Luka Doncic, which we'll speak of later on in the show, will have something to say as well. But Ja Morant is a fantastic basketball player, and he showed on the night that, okay, I'm not here to lay down and roll over, and in fact I am here to put up a fight. And who knows, don't be surprised if the Memphis Grizzlies, they go on to win this one in 7. All right, so the Memphis Grizzlies, they lost against Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, he missed a 3-pointer in the last minute of the game. Then Klay Thompson, he got the points on the board, and then when it was time for Memphis to win it, Ja Morant, he missed the layup. And his comments after the game was basically, I missed the layup that I usually get in the hoop, and that's the reason we lost. On to the next game. So we know he will be pressuring himself, because he's that type of player who always pushes to be better the next game than he was the previous game. And I must say, he was extremely good in game 1 against Golden State Warriors. So I'm expecting him to be even better. And with that level of pressure that he will be putting on himself, having missed that layup, he will definitely be shouldering the burden and trying to right the wrongs of the previous game. So take a look at that one. I implore on each and every one of you guys, keep a close watch on the Golden State Warriors versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja Morant versus Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, the Splash Brothers, sorry, as they're often called. But Ja Morant, big player. Definitely looking forward to seeing him more and more as the seasons progress. But Golden State Warriors, they're 1-up. So they will be definitely looking to continue on that streak. All right, so we had the Golden State Warriors, we had the 76ers, we spoke about the Bucks. Now we'll be speaking about the Mavericks versus Suns. And CP3, Chris Paul, at 34 years old, he's still showing the grit of a 24-year-old player. He didn't get as much minutes. I was up late last night watching the game until maybe midnight. Didn't get as much minutes, but when he was on the court, he made it count. Devin Booker and Ayton, they showed that they can actually cope without Chris Paul. And whenever Chris Paul was pulled out, they showed up, and they showed up big. Devin Booker, he proved why and showcased time and time again why he's been the Phoenix Suns' best player all season. Remember, the Phoenix Suns is the #1 seeded team in the NBA. Mavericks #4, and Luka Doncic, I know he didn't have a whole lot of help. Max Kleber, he dropped a few threes in the first half. In the second half, didn't show up as big. But wow, Luka Doncic, what an amazing player he is. And he's now gotten to 640 plus games, more than any other player in the past. He's overtaken LeBron James, as well as a number of others. But I must say, Luka Doncic, most times when he received the ball, he was being double teamed. They tried everything. The Phoenix Suns, they tried everything to stop him. At one point, Crowder was on him, trying to minimize the risk and the threat that Doncic posed. They didn't prove futile. And although in the end, Phoenix Suns, they ended up winning, I must say Luka Doncic is a fantastic player. He's a beast, put it that way. And Phoenix Suns didn't have any answers to the questions that he posed. Overall, I think it was a very intriguing game for the most part. The Phoenix Suns, having been at home, they started off the better team. I think in the first minute they were up maybe 6 or 8-0. Luka Doncic, he missed a few early shots that would have kept his team on par. But again, basketball is a game of 4 quarters, and I think the Phoenix Suns, they thoroughly deserved that victory. They showcased throughout the entirety of the game a level of aggression, a level of urgency. They were first to all the second balls. They showed that they wanted the rebounds more, and in the end, they deservedly stepped away victors. This game was played in the Valley, so obviously Phoenix Suns are home. But as I said, Luka Doncic, massive player. And going into the game twos, I must give you guys my predictions for the overall best in 7 for each of these conference semi-final games. I know folks are big fans of Steph Curry, and folks are big fans of James Harden. As a matter of fact, James Harden, I'm genuinely disappointed in him. I think he's just a very disappointing player, put it that way. And folks will say, oh, but he's an amazing 3-point shooter and whatnot. Facts, I agree. He's an amazing 3-point shooter. But if you're looking at the percentages, it's not so convincing. And I think he needs help. He needs a whole lot of help in order for him to look like a standout player. He's been an all-star for a number of years. We can't question his ability. But when it comes to the playoffs, I think James Harden, he's just not it. All right. So in the Bucks versus Celtics, I have Giannis and his crew to progress, but I think the Celtics are a genuine contender and they can put up a serious fight against the Bucks. I know Giannis has been exceptional this season, as he's been for most seasons, but Tatum, fantastic player, and I think he can rally his troops over there in Boston to a competent challenge against the Bucks. Golden State Warriors versus Grizzlies. I think Golden State will be the favorites, but based on the showing that I saw from Memphis Grizzlies, I think they're more than capable of stepping away victorious in 7. Golden State Warriors, maybe. I think they need a little bit of revamp, and they'll be looking into getting some trades in and basically brush it up a little bit. They've been one of the better teams throughout the past 5 or 6 years, and we know they had some injuries, they had some players out coming back in, but I'm just not convinced with the Golden State Warriors as I was in previous years. Some threes, they're known for 3-pointers, they haven't been dropping lately, but let's see if that changes throughout the course of these playoffs. We know Steph Curry is the man for the big occasion, and although he missed that late shot in the previous game, we know what he's capable of, and we can't write him off. We can't ever write off Steph Curry. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Golden State Warriors versus Memphis Grizzlies. Very close one last time, 117 to 116 in favor of Golden State Warriors. Will they step away victorious in 7? We'll see. But tight. Memphis Grizzlies. All right, I'm going to take Golden State Warriors in this one. All right, 76ers versus Heat. I have the Heat to progress, and Mavericks versus Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns, they just have too much. They just have too much. They have youth, they have experience, they have guile, grit, they have know-how. We know they oftentimes choke when it comes to crunch time, but it's not yet crunch time. So let's see what Chris Paul and his team can muster. In 7, I had them to progress, but overall I must say it has been a fantastic first set of games. I look forward to game 2, which commences later on this evening. And again, remember, let me know, what are your thoughts? What teams do you have to progress in these conference semifinals? Leave it in the comments below as we sit and we watch what the NBA has to offer. We have Champions League later on today as well. Probably will do a short video on that, but for now, let me know what you think of the NBA conference semifinals. First game of the round already completed. What are your reactions on those? Let us know in the comment section. Miranda Brown here from HalftimeTv saying have a fantastic day. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Peace out.